Today we're going to do a quick review on what is my favorite 18650 headlight. This is the Zebralight H600. This is the Mark II, and on Zebralight's website right now, this is only about $69, and I got it to my house for about $72. So personally, my favorite, just given the UI. Do note for that price, you do have to compromise on your tint. This one is cool white, which I know some people are going to pay a slightly higher premium to get it in the warm white. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this UI. So the actual UI for this light's really, really nice design. It's just one click for full power on, and do note this light's about 1,000 lumens, and then it's one click to turn it off. Slight delay, but nothing crazy. It's a half click for about half a second to turn it into the lowest mode, one click off, and it's a double click to get it into a medium mode. These are your three main modes. Each mode is equipped with a sub mode. So when I turn this on the low, and you notice I double click here, we'll go into the sub mode of the low, which is a slightly brighter version of the low. This goes for all modes. In high, you double click, you just get the next one, and same in medium. Now, every single set of modes that has a sub mode also has a deeper set of 3 other sub modes. How to access that is you double click 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you hold it down, and the light will cycle through the three lighting options you have. So this is for our medium mode. We have a very low, a medium, and a slightly bright. I'm going to go choose the very low, and we turn it off. And now, whenever we go to that, our sub mode, or in this case, my bad, it was the low. Our sub mode is now saved. So now when I turn the light on and low, that is our sub mode that we saved, and then the brighter one, and it's actually slightly brighter than the darkest mode, which is 0.3 lumens. Part of the reason why I like this light so much is that it's so easy to turn it on turbo. It's just one click to turbo. It's an incredibly bright turbo, and it's really easy to get to. This specific model actually has orange peel reflector, which just means that it's going to have a little bit more throw than a traditional headlight. Right here is one of my favorite modes. This is the 70 lumen mode, and as you can see, it's a good amount of light, and on this mode it could run for about 25 hours. This is probably the most common mode I use it in, and as you see, it's great for just finding something in a dark room. It doesn't overpower anything. It's overall just a really good usable amount of light. This is the head strap that's included in the box. You just have 2 rubber rings to put the light in. The only option you have is to just shove it through both holes, and you'll notice that there are 2 missing sort of links in the design of the light that are made for the head strap to sit snugly on the light. Now, as you can see here, when the light's actually on your head, it's a nice, snug, comfortable fit. I don't always use these top head straps because I do have a lot of curly hair, so I just sort of leave them on. Mainly, it's supporting right now off just the side head straps. It's a really snug fit. If you actually nod your head up and down, it jiggles around when you're not using that top head strap, so if you really are interested in having these lights super secure, I do recommend you use it. But for most of what I'm doing, just small handwork, just going around the house working on stuff in the dark, this is actually a great position for it. And the light itself in the holster is in the little mounting bracket. It's actually held in very nicely. It's a stiff, sort of semi-rigid. You can still move it with one hand pretty easily. It's not too bad, but it's not wiggling anywhere up and down in terms of the pitch of the light. Now, in terms of durability, all these lights of headlights that I'm going to review on this channel have an absolute standard of at least IPX8 or IPX8 water resistance, which is 2 meters underwater, and impact resistance of at least 1 or 2 meters. That's fairly common. It's not something that is necessarily an amazing benefit to go pro for this light. That's pretty much a standard among like high quality flashlights. For $70, you better be getting a durable waterproof flashlight, and this is no exception to that rule. It perfectly adheres to that stereotype. Now, there is a good reason why I say this is my favorite and what I personally think is the best headlight, and that's just because Zebralight has so many different options available for this specific light. I bought this specific one as a headlight to use when I go mountain biking, and for that you typically want the reflector with a little bit more throw. That's just personally what I went for, and if you're looking for something to work on at night in close range, this will work fine, but I recommend you get a floodier one. You have ones that have the LEDs really close to the reflector, so you have a very wide beam. Overall, it's the UI that really sells this light for me. It's just so easy to access the mode you want. I never have to like fumble around and turn the light on and go through several different modes to get the brightness level I want. Only thing I wish was reversed is you do one click for turbo, and from off, then you do 2 clicks from off to go to medium. I wish that was the other way around. It makes a little bit more sense to me that way, so you don't have to blind yourself at night to get to the medium. Like I said, that 70 lumens is an incredible amount of light to work with. It'll last for 25 hours. You never have to worry about the light. You just leave it on, never have to turn it off, leave it on in your pocket if you want. And it's a great amount of light to just do general things with. This is the 70 lumens right here. As you see, it's lighting up my hand pretty well. In person, it completely looks different, but it's generally a good amount of light that you don't really need too much more than that for 90% of the stuff you're going to do inside your house. Now, when I do go mountain biking, and especially when you're biking on the road to get to trails, having the higher lumen option is it's always nice in case you really need to light up a completely dark street. I noticed that, like I said, 70 lumens at night on your head is really all you need to just not get hit by a car. It's more than enough to be seen, especially because of the nice reflector pattern. Even if you're not having the hotspot directly on the car, the driver is still going to be able to see you, and you stick out for a great amount of time. And overall, it's just it's a really useful amount of light, and they did a great job getting that amount of output with that amount of efficiency to get 25 hours of runtime. So now there are 3 special modes on this light, and actually a 4th super special mode, which I'm very happy that it includes. The 3 special modes are accessed by triple clicking, and you'll get to your strobes. So this strobe here is just a very low hertz strobe. To me, this is really useful for biking as a daytime beacon to not get hit by cars. Again, just not a lot of lights do that, and bike lights that do that are several $100s, which I think the whole market is just overpriced. The next strobe you have, if you just access by double clicking, just like all the other modes, they all have sub modes. In this case, it's all strobes. So if you double click, you'll go to your normal strobe, traditional flashlight strobe. It's a blinding strobe. That's pretty common on flashlights, nothing really special, so don't go too crazy with that, but it's a pretty common feature on flashlights nowadays. Double clicking again, you reveal a really weird beacon, and actually, I don't know if you'll notice it, but the light's actually in a beacon mode right now. I'll try to get it a little bit closer. You saw it there, close enough. This is what people have been saying is if you do set the lowest mode to the lowest 0.03 lumen output, this is great to just leave it on in your backpack because the runtime will be well over a year of blinking once every 5 seconds. If you do want something a little more usable as a distress signal, you double click again and you get to a much brighter beacon. Same interval, 5 seconds, which is a bit longer than most flashlights I'm used to. Normally it's once every 3 seconds you'll get a flash, but once every 5 seconds just means you're going to have a lot more runtime. And you could probably set this down, I say, confidently for a few days in the high setting, just trying to get a signal out. Common use for this light, I'd say, is it'll be great as a camping light or a hiking light. It's just it also has that appeal. It's a nice dark earth green color, and the strap is a nice color. But just the light itself is just great for that. Super durable, really rugged. They're known for their durability and long lifetime. I haven't actually read their warranty policy, but I'm sure it's, if not a lifetime warranty, it's probably a couple years, and I'm sure they'll have service available if anything does go wrong. 90% of the time, if something's wrong with your flashlight, it's because you broke it. These things are incredibly well made, and I've never had a Zebralight actually malfunction on me. They've, so far, 100% reliability. So one of my favorite modes that's only on this flashlight, and if you guys haven't seen, I do have another review out, comparing all 5 popular headlights to one another. The Zebralight did come out on top while I'm doing this review first, but this is the only light out of those 5 that actually has a battery checker mode. It's not giving you an accurate voltage, just an estimation. How that's accurate is 4 quick clicks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll get an indication of how much light's left. That was 3 flashes. That means it's about 3.8 to 4 volts. An estimate. I know on their website they have it in more detail than that, but I'd say that's about 3.8 to 4 volts, somewhere in that area. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this light. As I always say, I like right angle headlights as my favorite type of flashlight in the world, just because they're so useful, they're so versatile, they really do it all. Really recommend this specific one. I'll leave all the links where I specifically got it from. Zebralight shipped it out. It took me about 4 days to get this light. It was incredible shipping. Overall, it's just probably one of my favorite flashlights ever. It's such a nice, elegant design. They do a really great job with the UI. It has every feature I was looking for. The color, even though it's a cool white, it's still a nice white. There's no blue in it. It's a nice, very even overall look to the light. It's a stunning light. The head strap is comfy and durable, and I have no doubt that this thing's going to work for a very, very long time. That's pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will be reviewing next the Olight H2R Nova, and I'll probably try to do that in the next couple of days. Till next time, Hope I see you guys again. If you have any questions, concerns, or just disagree about something I said, just leave a comment. I will get back to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.